Taita people in the coastal region of the Republic of Kenya are very peaceful people. It is a community of less than 500,000 of individuals, but really a community that has survived through its culture, traditions, practices, but most importantly, customary law. Customary marriages among the Taita is indeed very interesting and very impactful even today. But before I get there, the readings from an author, Hollis E. Merritt, in 1938, giving an explorative research on a history of the Taita from 1900. Hollis' writing gives us the picture of the history of Taita people. The name Taita is not the original name of this particular ethnic group. The original name is known as Dabida. Dabida simply means people from the mountain one. They were likened to the mountain, Taita Hills, and they were coming down the mountains especially for hunting purposes, and their area was rich also in the wildlife. And these are the people who have always accommodated this conservative environment, which also brought a bit of land injustice during the colonial period, when the British colonial powers annexed their lands to the national reserve areas. And at the independence, the same community has been reclaiming these portions of land and asking the government to turn them into ranches that would benefit the communities. But the state always has been reluctant. But besides all this, who are the Taita? We can look at the Taita, dividing them again into two, the Sagala and Kasagao. But also we need to understand that Taita people have always coexisted alongside the Taveta, and this is what brought about Taita Taveta district, which today is known as Taita Taveta County, one of the 47 counties in the Republic of Kenya found in the coastal region of the Republic of Kenya. The Taveta people should not be confused with the Taita. Even though they intermarry, they are different. They speak different languages, but they live peacefully together. They trade together. Taveta people are very strong in trading, and some of them are in the United Republic of Tanzania, but most of them are in Kenya. But also the Taita are bordering the Kamba people, which also they intermarry with. But also they are very close to the Mijikenda and the Swahili people. The interaction and the contact with Swahili people is what gave them the name Taita. It was the Swahili people in the coastal region that referred to the Dabida people as Taita, which remains as their name till today. Very interesting population, very happy, and always celebrating their music, celebrating their socio-economic life. But also one thing that we need to gather around the Taita people, they are found around Voi, Mwatate, Wundanyi, and many other towns but they live in communities and they have the language of their own. They're Bantu speakers, they are agriculturalists, but also pastoralists at the same time. These are people who are also open to changes as much as they interact with other communities. Religion has had an impact on this community. Christianity, for instance, Pentecostal churches, the Catholics and Protestants, Anglicans, but also Muslims. So some of them are Muslims as converts, but some of them have remained Christians. But remember one thing, they also have religion of their own. Wamwanda community, where there is a shrine of Wataita or the Taita people, and they believe in two gods, the God above and the God below. But all this kind of beauty should not be wished away simply because these are people who still love their culture, and their customary marriage is many things to them. That is celebrating weddings, but also giving value to betrothal and negotiations, as well as the dowry rights. And marriages among the Taita must be done as well under the customary context, involving the elders and the council of elders. And that is again what moves us to this kind of admirable type of life of the Kenyan people. Whoever thinks that the modernity has ruled out what would be considered traditions, I think must go back to the drawing board. Even the young, modern Kenyans, some of them still have attachment to their customary law, their customary obligations. As much as they live modern life or postmodern life as you wish, they are also attached at the same time to certain rites and rituals, to certain obligations that the modern legislation cannot translate into written law. And that is why I would be reluctant, in my considered humble opinion, to think that only written law is law and unwritten law is no law. That is being trivial, but also belittling and demeaning the legal knowledge. The entire understanding of the practice is explained to us within the practice of the people more than what is in the statute, that is the Marriage Act of 2014 under section 6, but also section 68, 69 and other sections where law seeks to interpret customary marriages, and with difficulties and uncertainties, as it creates more problems than solutions to those problems. And we can hypothetically only say that we better understand customary jurisprudence as it is, not as we want it to be. And this is the truth and the reality about it. Thank you for following, and thank you for being here. And I ask you again to join my YouTube community. You can support this initiative, you can sponsor this program, and you can make it better than what it is. Thank you for being with me, and bye.